My name is Lexi, and I am kind of a novice gardener, homesteader, homemaker, canner, all that. I'm also an artist. I paint, I draw, I do video stuff, and this channel is going to be strictly like my art, gardening, canning, herbalism, harvesting wild edibles, all of the above. As you can see, it's dumping snow outside. It's super pretty, but I wanted to give you a tour of my winter garden, which is not actually a winter garden. It is just stuff I'm growing in my greenhouse currently. So come on. Okay, the first thing I want to share is here I have apple seeds, and in this bag I have, I guess it's not labeled, but I have peach seeds in here. Yeah, I put them in the fridge for about a month. If you live in a cold place, you can put them outside. This process is called cold stratification, and it's what would happen in nature when it freezes outside, and the seeds have that time to be extra cold and dormant. And then when it warms up, that's when they sprout. So let's see if the apple seeds have sprouted. Now let me check my peach seeds. Okay, this one. Yay! Yay! I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, I haven't decided if I want to start them in the greenhouse yet or not. But yeah, that's the first thing I wanted to show you. You doggies. This is our greenhouse. So here we have our greenhouse, and then over here is one of our garden setups. It's the main garden setup now, but we set up a dog yard down below and it didn't work for the dogs. It has a fence, so I think that's going to be our new second garden area. This greenhouse my husband and I built this fall. But it's a little more complicated because, so it's going to be two, and then the window in the back. Come here, Goose. Hey, you happy girl. Did a lot today. Did that. I got this. Oh no. Okay, I think I'm gonna take a break. It's. I think I'll just let James do this part because I'll actually put a hole in my brand new greenhouse. First I'll start with our garden tour. First I'm going to start with the actual garden area. My husband and I moved here a year ago, almost exactly. George. And we set up this garden area. This door worked for a little bit, but it was kind of made out of dead wood. It was more of like a temporary fix, so we will have to fix this in the spring. I don't even know if I can open it now. Probably not. But inside the garden is large. I just noticed I have a manuka tree in there, and it's like completely fallen over by the snow. I think I can get in here. Good. Can you get out of there? inside the garden area. The beds are made out of these large metal square pieces that were left here by the previous owners. They had a ginormous greenhouse. You can probably guess what they were growing. They left a lot of supplies behind, like all of the chicken wire. Come on, George. Out. Out. George, out. Come on. All of the chicken wire that this fencing was made of, including these posts, were left here. Like I said, those big metal things, whatever, I think they were vents, those were left behind. Even the soil. The whole property is 5 acres, and they left mounds all over the whole property. Ginormous mounds of gently used garden soil. From the summer garden I had this past year, I had tomatoes, I had kale, I had Swiss chard, I had one single pumpkin. What else did I have? I had a few things, but I surely had a ton of tomatoes. But anyways, let's move on to the greenhouse. So we weather sealed all the panels. Come along. So it is much warmer in here, but not too much warmer, maybe like 10 degrees. It says it's 45 degrees in here. I'll show you. I have this thing. So it says it's 45 degrees. So the previous owners also left all these planting bags. George, please don't eat my plants. They left all these planting bags. I used them a little bit this summer, but I started a bunch of stuff here probably like a month or 2 ago. So let me show you. I have a thornless boysenberry. This I did not start myself. I purchased it from someone in the town near me. He had a bunch of really interesting plants that he had started, like exotic things. So I got this as well as the manuka tree that's in the garden area just over there. I got a few other things. One is by the front door, and the rest, I'm pretty sure the rest of them died. They got too dry, and yeah, I'm excited for this. It might be a while before we get anything from it. Here I have leeks. These were growing last year, and then they just kept growing, so I moved them here. This is one of the things that died. This is a weed. Anyways, this is one of the things that died. It was a rose apple, and I actually had 2. I had this one and that one behind it. I think it also just got too hot and it dried up. But I kind of clipped it, hoping it might come back, but I'm not feeling very hopeful. Here, in this pot, we have little kales coming up. It has been pretty warm in this greenhouse, and kale does prefer a colder climate. So we'll see how this does. I mean, obviously they've started growing. This is kale that I had over the summer, and the tops got completely eaten off. So I just moved it in here, and then yeah, it's coming back. I ate a leaf yesterday. Here we have some onions. These I believe are, I forget what they're called, but my mom starts so many plants, and then she gives me some, which is, I'm very appreciative of that. But these onions are more like green onions, and then late in the summer they grow up and they have a flower that falls over and then it replants. So yeah, these are green onions. I could probably just use these now. Here I have some more kale and then a couple garlic things growing on the side. In this one, I believe this is also kale. And you can see I have a few that are starting to come up. In this one we have some carrots. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. This one, I believe we also have carrots. These, I think, are rainbow carrots. And this one, I really am not sure. Yeah, I know I planted lettuce in some of these, which I'm not sure is popping up. This could either be lettuce or something. I don't know. This one, these are just weeds. This one's not doing too well. I don't see anything coming up. And then these, I believe, are beets that are coming up. This is just a volunteer. I have no idea what it is. And then over here we have more garlic. Here's another one of those weird volunteer things. But this I bought from that guy in the town near us, and is a black goji berry. So I've had regular goji berry and I've never had black goji berry, so I'm excited about that. Black goji berry prefers like drought conditions, so you basically barely have to water it, and you want to put it on the driest part of your garden. So these are just for fun. These are my succulents. These, I forget what they're called, but they obviously hang, and they can actually live in water. Looks a little dry. And then over here, just some other various succulents. I just love succulents. Down here, I have some flowers that I've begun. This is just a weed right there. But the other is echinacea, and that's another weed. Echinacea. And then I started some lupins. So when those get bigger, I'll probably transplant them to my front garden. We have some more succulents. Here I have a avocado that I'm attempting to start, but kind of unlucky with that. And then I planted some pomegranate seeds in these pots, and nothing has happened. And they look a little dry currently. I kind of gave up on them. And just some more succulents. Here's my pot of weeds and succulents. This just looks like some sort of dandelion, or is it dandelion? It's either dandelion or prickly lettuce. And then that looks, I know it looks like a carrot, but it's not. It's probably Sweet Anne's lace. When I was doing research on greenhouse gardening, it recommended having a ground layer, something in the middle, and then a canopy. And that kind of circulates the air, keeps it cool. It just creates like a more natural environment for all your plants to grow in. So yeah, I have a lot of starts that I need to do. I have a ton of seeds. I need to start my squash and my peppers and all that. Where I live, which is in central northern California, in zone 9A. So like you can see, it does snow outside once in a while, but it also gets really hot in the summer. But it doesn't get hot until after May. It can actually snow up until May, so it's recommended that you don't start your outdoor garden until like mid to end May. So that's why I got this greenhouse, because I was hoping to start things earlier and have a longer growing period. Yeah, I'm super excited for this whole next summer, so I hope you join along. If you're interested in art, gardening, homesteading, canning, food preservation, yeah, I would say this channel could be for you, and maybe you should subscribe. And if you're interested in backpacking, camping, snowshoeing, mountaineering, adventure, stuff like that, then my other channel will also be for you, and I will link that below. But yeah, join along. Thanks for watching. Oh wow, there's actually a touch of blue sky out there. See you next time. It's not a snow day unless you make a snow angel. Hi puppies!